So there's something that's been nudging inside of me, and I just want to bring it out so that I can get it clear and sorted. So this is something to do with religion. I'm not the type of person that debates religion, but most times it can really be like something one should look into. I'm talking about my personal experience, but if someone, like if you know anyone that's gone through these things, I'm about to share with you, please and please tell me how you were able to deal with things like that. I'm Busoma Baria. Welcome to my page. On this page, I talk about faith, so cooking, lifestyles, and I just try my best to be the best and do the best of my ability. Yes. What am I saying today? It's just that this thing has been bothering me for a while, and I don't know how to talk about it. It's like I just sit down and reflect and think about it, and I just have this feeling in myself that I feel like running away from that calling, but it's something that it keeps drawing me back. Like if I try to like do something, for some reason something will just happen, and before I need to draw my attention, I'll have to go back there. So what am I talking about? I love God, don't get me wrong, but I'm not the type that goes to church all the time. But the thing about me is that I see myself like I'm so gifted in a way that when I pray for people, people get whatever they want, and like the things happen. Like like things happen. But when it comes to me, it's like I'm being isolated. When it comes to me, it's like I'm not getting what I want. I remember one time I was praying for my status, and there were a lot of people around me in the same category. But guess what? I was praying for them and they were all getting everything accordingly. Then I was asking God what was wrong with me. There were times I wept. People will come to me, tell me things. It's like I would see it's like I know everything already. It's like the calling is so strong. And that's why sometimes I just find myself like wanting to come out of it. But before I know it, something will happen. I'll have to go back to it again. So if you're a pastor, reverend, deacon, whatsoever, how are you able to deal with things like this that I just explained? Because it bothers me so much that there are times I need something, I want it, but I don't get it. I've tried my best to like ask in prayers. Not until this morning I got revelation that most of all those things that I ask are not what I need. That these things that He blessed me with is because He wants me to be a leader. They should have it first. So if my enemy is asking God for something, they will have to get it first, and then I'll see how they treat me with it. But inside of me, I'm like, God, what about me? I remember one time, I prayed for this lady. I simply heard the voice that she was going to get what she was seeking God for in about 2 weeks. And when I did the prayers, I did it right on the roadside. I could see clearly. I could see everything. I didn't hide to do the prayer. It was just there. I interceded on the roadside. I interceded for her, thinking, yes, I believed. I wanted to tell her on the spot, but I said to her she was going to get it. But I didn't want to tell her the exact time, but I knew she was going to get it before that time. And she said to me that, excuse me, and she said to me that she was even going for an interview. I said to her, just go, you're going to get it. And at that time, mine wasn't even ready. Nobody has said anything about mine. Nobody has even asked me. But I was praying for people, interceding. So I don't know. I don't want to be questioning God. But if you're a reverend, if you're a pastor, if you've been through stages of which God just sort of, for some reasons, isolate you, for some reason, make you go through things that you don't even know about. Sometimes it can be scary, and the thing is, after all these things has gone past, I start seeing another revelations like, God, why did you choose me? I know people might be like, I wish they're the one that God is doing this, doing that for. If you don't understand the process, don't even ask, because it's so difficult. And that's why there are things I cannot find myself doing. There are things that I want, but I can't go and get it. I don't know why. It's like it's pulling me back sometimes. It's like I have to be on that lane. It's like the track has to be there for me to always seek, intercede, pray for people, and so on like that. So it just bothers me so much, so much, because I love God. Yes, I love God so much. The thing is, the weight of the calling is heavy. It's really, really heavy. If you're not called, if you don't know God, you won't understand. And that's why I'm referring this to people who has been called, like people that are into religion, like wholeheartedly serving God, people that can really explain to me why this kind of thing happens. Why do I have to go through times of breakdown that until I see things clearly before I gain my freedom? Like, it's just the weight of knowing. I don't want the weight of knowing. It's good to love God. It's good to know God. I love God. I know God. But the weight of the calling is really big, and it's something I don't think I would ever run away from. I don't think it's something that I would even gain my freedom at any time, because it's something that always finds me so soaked, so deep. I can't go astray. I can't do things I want to do, because if I do it, it's like I get punished for it. And how do I get punished for it? I start getting wayward, I start getting reproach, I start getting shame, I start getting a lot of things. And it bothers me so much. And that's why it's taken me years, ever since I discovered this. It had put me on that place, on that pace of which I find it hard to do more than myself. I find it hard to go out of the box. I find it really hard because I know how the punishments can be. It can be severe sometimes. I've been embarrassed, like sometimes I could be walking on the street, and before I knew it, or before I know it, I'll be going through like speaking in tongues. And that's why sometimes I don't really go out, because it has happened to me twice. The second one was when I was in someone's house, and then I see, yes, but the weight is heavy for me. I'm not gonna lie. It feels as if, what's the word? It feels as if it's something I can just say no, but I can't turn my back. I can't say no, because the spirit is so strong, and yet it's like, what about me? And I keep hearing the call, like, it's not about you. It's about you being a leader. It's about you being able to help people. It's about you getting people to know that there is hope. Things like that. So that's what I've decided. Because sometimes I wish I could just do some nasty things, but it won't work for me, because I know the punishment I will get will be so severe. Most people will do something like saying things really tangible. They get like even big, they get out, as in they get away freely. But me, something that doesn't make sense, something that doesn't even, you see me going in for, it just happens. And sometimes there's no one I can literally, it's not me, it's just the spirit in me that's just trying to speak out, like, to just, I've accepted God, I know God, but the reason why it's taking me there is because sometimes I feel it just wants me to be at the pulpit. I've tried my best, because even if I go to church, one thing or the other would definitely occur. I remember before this one that started going, but I stopped. I had a revelation on about the pastor. But I don't know. The one I was going before, the pastor had to shut down because of me and left. I don't know what's wrong. So if you're that person that has been through or gone through those kind of spirited things, like really strong calling in Christ, please, I beg you, tell me how you were able to cope during isolating times. Tell me how you were able to cope when you had to pray for people for something they want, but you can't pray for your own to come. Even if you pray and pray and pray, it doesn't come. It comes at its own time. Tell me how you guys were able to do it. Because there are a lot of things I won't want. When I say prayer, like intercede for someone and they get it straight away. But when it's mine, I have to go through processes for it. Processes. I'm telling you. You don't know how I feel. I just can't explain it all. But I just said to myself, I'm just going to come and say it. And if anybody out there has really been through stages like this, please, I'm begging, like, tell me how you are able to cope. Tell me how you are able to cope. Most times you see me seated. Most times it's like the vision will just come. Most times I just see it like straight. I don't say things that much, but I pray. Because sometimes God made it in a way that even if I say it, He will never believe me. But it will be work. It just showed me for me to like keep saying and keep interceding, keep praying. That's why sometimes or most times I don't say things. Because no matter what, even if I try to tell you, you will not believe. But I'll be where I am. You will come back to tell me this is what has happened. You will even tell me thank you. I don't know. The calling is big. The weight is heavy. I don't know how people manage it. I don't know. When I worship, sometimes I get goosebumps. Sometimes I'm even scared to sing, to worship, because it's like I'm being, it's like I'm in a different realm. That's how I feel. That's why you see me all the time singing, worshiping. It's not really because I can't stop. It's like something that it's in me that I have to do, and I can't stop it. I understand for truth that it's God's calling, definitely. I know that. But the thing is, the weight is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. If you know me, you will know how far I've come, how I've had to go through processes, how I've been mocked. Like most of the people that I prayed for, that they've got yes, just because they've got yes and I didn't have mine at that time. They mocked, they laughed. But because I was that praying time, I was praying. I was calling on God still, until when God said mine was ready. So it's hard. It's hard, really hard, that others will have to get what they want before you. That others will have to escape saying things, big things, but you, something you don't even know about, something you can't even talk about, something you don't do, they say you do, and because of this process, there is something of which people don't know, of which people don't see. This is my story. I've been to jail for what I didn't know anything about. It's that bad. And when I came out, I saw clarity to things. It reminded me of Daniel. It reminded me of Joseph. It reminded me of David, and so on. It reminded me of Paul and Silas in the Bible. All these things, the weight of knowing God is really strong, it's massive. It's massive. And sometimes when I get visitations of the Holy Spirit, it can take me 2 weeks to recover. How? I feel weak. I feel weak. How do I feel weak? Sometimes it just feels as if I haven't got bones because something is resting in me. That's how I feel sometimes. And it takes someone who understands God. That's why I pray. That's why I worship. That's why I call on God all the time. That's why I said I love God. But the weight is high. I know it's not everyone that can be gifted the same way, but knowing God has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. But it's just that the weight of the calling is hard. It's so hard. And that's why it's so difficult for me to just do certain things. Because I know if I do it, I will not get away free. It can take years to be corrected. And that's why it's hard. So if you're out there, the pastor, bishop, anyone, and you've been through stages like I have been, please tell me how you're able to cope. Tell me, because the weight of knowing God is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's not something that's one day or two. It's like it's forever. It's forever. It's forever. And the calling has been like a big thing in my life whereby it has helped me a lot. It has protected me a lot because I've seen things, I've heard things. It has protected me so much. It has kept me. But the thing is, like I said, the weight is high. The weight is so strong. So strong. I will close now on the highway through the darkest night. Will you hold my hands, Jesus? Guide my steps, oh yeah. Know you comfort me and you dine with me. From my heart of heart, a love is true. Though I walk through the valley, Lord, I fear no like the power that steals my soul. My heart will trust in you. My heart will trust in you. So guys, it is what it is. I'm appreciating God, like thanking Him for the gift. It's not easy, but the process, the wait is a lot. Knowing God is the best thing that ever happened to me. And it's been like this in my life. I realized it when I was so young. I would be in a church and I would hear my name several times. And then I remember, God bless Pastor, he would say, anytime you hear your name, just say speak, I can hear you. And ever since then, I hear, I see. I've been privileged to see, to be like, if you ask me, how is that place like? I will tell you, because I've been privileged to see it like. They didn't allow me in. When I saw the revelation, I was standing like not too far from the door, but inside that place was all around worship. Angels were singing. Powerful worship was taking place. But they said to me that it wasn't time for me to go in. If you ask me how does it look like, I would tell you that I've never seen his face, but I've seen the garments like from the waist to I didn't see the feet, but half of it. I've been able to pray and hear the tap on my back in the middle of the night. So it's like with my age, I've experienced things that people would have said, maybe she's a prophetess, she's a this, she's a that, she's a pastor, she's this, she's that. But that's why I just stick to being an evangelist of praise, of worship. That's what I do. I worship to bring people together to know God. Because if I preach, it might go beyond. But God kept that worship special for me. He kept it special for me. So when you hear me worship, it's coming from a place that you don't understand. It's coming from a place whereby no human sense can understand. Even me, sometimes I get goosebumps, I cry, I weep, I go on my knees. Because if only you can understand the weight of it, if only you can understand what it feels like. I tried to run away. There were times I didn't want to go to church. I didn't want to go. I was clubbing, I was doing everything just to come. But people didn't know that was the calling, the weight. I would dance, do all, but the weight is still there. It's there. Even when I say things, I might not be 100% accurate, but I will know. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. So please, if you know, I'm not saying I want to come out of the calling, but all I'm saying is, how are you able to manage it? How? Because it's hard, you know. It's really hard. How are you able to manage it? How? I don't go to church, everybody knows. But when I talk about God, I brag about Him big. And that's why when I see things from afar, I know it. And because I can't run away, I can't do anything again. It's like I'm stuck with a calling forever. I'm telling you, that's the way I feel. I'm stuck with it forever. Praying, interceding for people, loving people, helping people. It's like I'm stuck with all those things for life. I can't stop helping people. I can't stop interceding for people. I can't stop praying for people. Till dates, even till now, I'm still doing it. Most times I don't need to mention names, but God answers. Yeah. If I know you, I will always pray in my prayers. Like I said, there were times I was mocked. There were times that I cried. There were times, even if I have to say anything, no matter what it is, they will all believe it's a lie. Even if that thing is as true, like true, they will all say it's a lie. But they don't understand that I know where it's coming from. But they'll be happy. Yes, they're saying it's true. Lies, yes, they're catching up, yes. But they don't know that I know where all this are coming from. And in the end, God will still be God. Yeah. And that's why I don't drag anything that wants to put me in a space of where I will always fight for it. I live there. I live there. Except if I hear God say to me, stay, then I stay. Because I can't do it all by myself. I haven't got the strength, I haven't got the power. But there is a God who sees and knows. So, how are you to cope? How? There were times I would cry for being isolated. When I mean isolated, no friend, no family, nobody. You know, things like that. You see, at the end of it all, I thank God. Like, I thank God because it's not everyone. I'm just saying this, coming out to say this because I think I'm at the age of which I just have to let it out. And know and to make people understand that there are people who wish you well, but you don't know what they're going through. Yeah. There are people who have sacrificed for you out there, but you don't know what they have been through to be able to make things work for you. I don't want this video to be too long, but if you've watched to this extent, I'd like to say a very big thank you. And from the depths of my heart, thank you all for your love and support. Until I see you again, stay blessed and stay safe. I love you.